Hi, Taurus. Let's see what the universe is wanting to tell you. My readings are timeless, and when you find them is when you're meant to hear the messages. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if this reading does not resonate at all, don't try to make it fit. This is for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Cusp. But cross watchers are welcome, and just know that I'll never contact you and offer you any readings. Only scammers are going to do that. Spirit, what does Taurus need to know? What is coming in for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know, Spirit? Okay. The first one I see is crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So there could be a pregnancy, there could be a birth, or it could be a new enterprise, like a new business opportunity or something that you're going to be doing. We have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. You could be the fair woman, or you could be dealing with a fair woman. What else, Spirit? What else? Ooh, too many. But I see target, a goal-oriented person. You could be the goal-oriented person. You could be dealing with someone who's a goal-oriented person. You know, some people are just very into goals. They have goals and they work towards those goals. And you could be that person. It could be someone else in your energy, or it could be that either you or someone in your energy has one goal that they're working on, and that's why that's coming out. Hold on, one just came out. Okay, we have August and the feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay, so the month of August here is important in some way. You could be dealing with someone born in the month of August. Something could be happening this August. Something could have happened last August. Something that started last August could be culminating by this August, so that's a year's time. But something about the month of August is important. We're going to clarify the cards and find out. You are dealing with someone who's not dependable, someone who is not sincere, though. And we're going to clarify. We do see the goldfish. And the goldfish is increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So you're getting some kind of either material wealth here or spiritual growth. And that is important to this reading in some way. We're going to clarify the cards now and see what's going on. Spirit, help me clarify these cards for Taurus. Why is the crib here? Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Why is that here for Taurus? Show me the crib, the chariot. Cancer energy with the chariot. We have the King of Swords. Masculine air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Two of Swords. So what I feel like here is that I'm not getting any cards that are showing me that there's a birth of a child or a conception of a child. You could definitely be pregnant or having a child. That's not to say that you're not. But what I feel like here is that there is a victory for you coming in here with the chariot. There's a victory that you're going to be getting with the chariot. But you do need to be the King of Swords. Disregard gender. There is no gender in tarot. We all have masculine, feminine energy within us. But the King of Swords, he makes a plan and then he takes decisive action. I feel like you may be in the Two of Swords energy about something to do with this. And I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to keep going. But there's a little bit of a stalemate energy, like being unable to make a decision. But the King of Swords is never unable to make a decision. So I feel like Spirit is saying, whatever's happening here, whatever this is going to be, and it could just be a new job opportunity that you're going to have a victory in here. Let's say it's that. You may feel conflicted about making the decision to do this, but you really need to look at this in a logical standpoint. And then once you make the decision, you need to take decisive action forward. And that's how you're going to get the victory with the chariot. Spirit, show me chariot. Why is the chariot here? Wow, the Ace of Cups. and the Hierophant. And the Two of Cups. There's a partnership. This is a partnership. Yeah, this is some kind of partnership. It is a higher level of commitment. This could be for sure love. It could be. But because you got someone coming in wanting a new beginning here with you. Ace of Cups. But I feel like you need to be in the King of Swords energy. You need to not let emotion override your logic with this. But there is a blessing that's coming in. For some of you, you could definitely be, having a child. Doesn't have to be, though. This is someone who I feel like is wanting a higher level of commitment here. Hierophant is your energy. They want a higher level of commitment. They want a partnership. Spirit, show me the Ace of Cups. Why is it here? Show me the Ace of Cups, Spirit. Five of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. And there's that Hierophant. I want to dig under there again. Now it's still the Two of Cups. Yep. Yeah, so I feel like, with this Ace of Cups, I feel like this is someone who, maybe left you out in the cold at one time. Left you out in the cold. And feeling this Ten of Wands, feeling overburdened. But the tens are the very end in tarot. And they do make way for that new beginning. So they're wanting a new beginning. They want you to lay down those burdens, that maybe they put on you. Because I think this is someone that did leave you out in the cold, made you feel lack here, made you feel left out in the cold. And it was very difficult with the Ten of Wands. And they want you to forget about that and start new. They want a higher level of commitment and a partnership here with you. Spirit, show me the Fair Woman. Why is Fair Woman here? And with this Chariot, I just kind of feel like for a lot of you, you may move away from this person. You may not choose to accept this reconciliation. Spirit, show me Fair Woman. Dealings a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Why is it here? The Hanged One. Pisces energy with Hanged One. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and the Four of Wands. Wow. Whether you are the Fair Woman or you are dealing with the Fair Woman, what I feel like here is that you are in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Disregard gender. We all have masculine, feminine energy within us, but the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very focused on their material world, their home, their family, their stability. She's a nurturer. Everything she touches grows. She's very abundant. What I feel like here is that, you dealt with that situation over here with that person, and there was a feeling of being left out in the cold by that person, and it put you in this Hanged One energy for a while. Maybe you were really stuck. We saw you going through that difficult period of the Ten of Wands. Maybe you felt very stuck about this situation, but what I feel like is you started to look at things from a different perspective here. Looking at things from a different perspective, seeing the bigger picture of things, allowed you to get unstuck. It allowed you to go down this Four of Wands. And now I feel like you are on the right path in something in your life here with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, 1111, being on that right path. And I feel like had you not went through that difficult period with this person, you may never have gotten on this path. That was the right path for you. Spirit, show me the Hanged One. Why is it here for Taurus? Show me the Hanged One. Look at that. The King of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you've got your boundaries up. I feel like you're in your more masculine, more logical mindset now. You are not in your more we saw you as the Queen of Pentacles, and that's the energy that you are in now. And it's because you've gotten out of this stuck position. And you could have been dealing with someone for sure who had a third party. That's very possible. But they were not building with you. They were not building a solid foundation with you. And now I feel like you've got your boundaries up. You're working on building your own solid foundation. And like I said earlier, you need to be this King of Swords. You need to, cut out anyone and anything that doesn't serve you. Use logic over emotion, because you've got someone coming in who now does want to build with you. But you need to make the decision, not let this person play on your emotions and stuff, and make a decision that is right for you. Spirit, show me the King of Swords, and why is it here? Nine of Wands. Yeah. You've kept going. Eight of Wands. You've kept going. You have been in this wounded warrior energy, but you kept going. You kept persevering forward despite the heartbreak, despite the difficulties, and you are moving forward. I feel like you're going to get some kind of communication from this person. Yep, Nine of Cups are coming in. They're taking action in towards you to woo you over. But, I think that you're going to get some kind of messages. This is someone trying to woo you, trying to romance you maybe. But I feel like you're just moving forward. That's what I feel like. You got the Chariot, you got the Eight of Wands. That's both of those are fast moving energy, and I think you're just moving forward. You may listen to this person, you may hear what this person has to say, but for most of you, I feel like you're going to choose to keep moving on. Spirit, show me August, and then whatever you do, you've been persevering and you've kept going with the Nine of Wands. Spirit, show me August. Why is August here? Show me August. Page of Swords. Yep, and yep. So there we are. See the Two of Swords? We saw it over there with the Chariot. And I told you, you need to be that King of Swords and make that decision. It's going to be a little bit of a difficult decision for you to make. And this is with Death, Scorpio energy. This is with someone that you've had an ending with. They are watching you, and they are coming forward. Maybe they're coming in the month of August. Maybe they were born in the month of August. August is significant in some way. They could be making the plan to come forward in August. They definitely are watching you here. They're watching you. They could be watching you on your social media. They could be driving by your house, going by your work. They're keeping tabs on you here. They don't want things to be over. They want to resurrect this connection. And I feel like when they come forward, even though you may be feeling right now that you don't want this person back, I do feel when this person comes in, it is going to put you a little bit into a Swords energy where it's going to be a little bit of a difficult decision for you to make. Spirit, show me the Page of Swords. Why is it here? I just feel like you have been very focused on your material world, your home, your family, your stability. But I feel like you had to go into that masculine king when this ended. When whatever ended here and you felt left out in the cold, I feel like for a time you were this King of Swords. You were this more logical, not delving into your emotions. You were leaving your emotions at the door, basically, and just focusing on your material world and being very logical here. And now I feel like you're starting to get back to your more normal energy, your earth energy, but of the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe you're feeling a little more soft, a little more back to your normal earth energy. Spirit, show me the Page of Swords. But I feel like you had to go into that King of Swords energy to get through that difficult period. Spirit, show me Page of Swords. Whether you're a man or woman, it does not matter. Spirit, show me Page of Swords. And we have Eight of Swords. Three of Swords. Yeah. This is going to be a difficult decision. You're going to feel a self-imposed imprisonment of the mind because someone who, broke your heart, Three of Swords, and there's going to be fear here that they're just going to break your heart again. Six of Pentacles underneath. They're coming in and telling you they want equal give and take. In the past, they may not have been giving equally to you. They may have even been giving to others. But now they're coming in to tell you they want this equal give and take. But you're going to you're going to have fear that this person is going to break your heart again. And I do feel like this is going to put you in a little bit of a self-imposed imprisonment of the mind. Spirit, show me Eight of Swords. Why is Eight of Swords here for Taurus? Five of Swords. Seven of Wands. There you are with your boundaries up. You're keeping your boundaries up with this person. This is someone that you already had this Five of Swords energy with. This is someone that may have wanted to win at all cost. Someone that you may have walked away from this person feeling defeated from the situation. There could have been a lot of conflict with them, and now you're in Seven of Wands energy. You've got your boundaries up against them. Spirit, show me Feather. I feel like you're on guard, and you're going to be on guard when they come in. Spirit, show me the Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. And I will tell you, with the goldfish on the bottom of the deck, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, I feel like that could be a little bit of twofold. Okay, I feel like you've been very focused on your material world. You're going into that Queen of Pentacles energy. She has a lot of comfort materially around her. She's very abundant. Maybe you've been focused on your home, your family, your stability. And I will tell you that going through this difficult period that you went through with this person may have forced you a little bit or caused you to grow in a more spiritual sense as well. Spirit, show me Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Why is it here? Show me the Feather. The World. Yeah, it's someone that you closed a cycle out here with. And the Sun. The World is the most auspicious card in the tarot deck. You closed out that cycle and you have started a new cycle. I feel like you've already started a new cycle in your life. A cycle that is taking you towards victory with the Chariot. Having some kind of success. And it's going to make you really happy here. Look at that. Another major arcana. Strength card, Leo energy. The Sun is Leo energy. Strong Leo here. But I feel like you were strong. You made it through a very difficult ending with this person, and you've come out better on the other side. And you're having, success in your life. And maybe in some ways, this person helped you to do that. This person that was like a catalyst that propelled you into a new cycle in your life. That ending, that difficult thing that happened with them, it propelled you to move forward. And you did. You kept going forward. You kept persevering. And that's what's bringing in your success. Because you were dealing with someone who was not, dependable. They were not sincere. But dealing with that person is why I feel like you have been growing, both materially and spiritually. Spirit, show me the World. Why is the World here? We have Death and the Four of Cups. Yeah, someone who you had an ending with, someone who missed an opportunity. This was a missed opportunity with this person. Whether you were with them for a while before it ended, or you never had an actual complete relationship, full-on relationship, no matter what the circumstances were, that was a missed opportunity for this person. This person missed out on you. They missed out on you. You didn't miss out on them. They're not dependable. They are not sincere. They're coming back around, trying to stop this from being completely over. They want to redo because they're realizing they've learned the lesson. They learned a lesson. You taught them a lesson. This is a soulmate because we learn lessons from our soulmates. Three of Pentacles. They did not put in the time and energy and help you build a solid foundation. You did it all by yourself without this person. But soulmates are people that we meet up in this lifetime. It is predestined that we are going to do that. We agree to do that because to work through karma, to learn lessons from them, to teach them lessons. And that's what I feel like you had here. This person was a catalyst that pushed you forward. And because of that, you have become more spiritual. You may be getting more material wealth in your life, but you taught them lessons as well. Spirit, show me Death and the Four of Cups. Why is death in the Four of Cups here? But I don't think this person has changed. We got the Six of Cups, we got the Sun, and we got Strength. And we have the Emperor. Yeah, I do feel like this is someone who is very much in nostalgia here for you, you know? I feel like you did what you had to do. You went through that difficult period. You were strong. You're working on being happy. You chose to be happy, and you made the decision you were going to keep going and be happy. And they see that, because I remember where they're watching you. They see you being happy, and they're very nostalgic for you. With this Emperor, I do not feel like this Emperor is in the upright. I do not feel he is in the reverse. I feel like he's more of a like this, you know, sideways Emperor here. He is trying. He wants to step up. He wants to bring things into better times with you here. This is someone that may not have a lot of money or abundance in their life. They may not be very stable or secure in their life, you know. I feel like they're trying to get to be the Emperor, but they're not really the Emperor. And they're wanting to step up, and they're wanting to take charge of the situation and come in and move things into better times. But I don't feel like they're really in a position, you know, to do so. Because I don't think they're dependable. They're not sincere. And maybe they're not dependable because they're not in a dependable place in their life. But I don't feel like they're an upright Emperor either. I don't necessarily feel that they are insincere. I feel they're more undependable. And, you know, the insincerity, being insincere, it could just be a part of that being undependable. Just because someone wants something, just because they think they want it, when they get it, they don't always want what they get. There are people like that, and I kind of feel that from this Emperor. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance. I do not feel like this Emperor has completely changed. I do feel like they're trying to change, okay? I feel like they're trying to change because I do feel like they're realizing they have learned some lessons here, realize they missed out on an opportunity with you, and they're trying to change and trying to be the Emperor. But I don't feel like they're completely there. I don't feel like they're dependable. I don't feel like they're sincere, and that's a warning to you with the Feather. Let's get you an oracle card for guidance. I do feel like they're nostalgic, and I feel like they see you doing okay without them. Princess, you can be your own knight. And universe, we're all just stardust. Okay, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like the video.